Let's see if 8-iron was the right club. All right, we can work with that. This putt is from 17 feet away. Wow. This putt is for par, and it would be a big one. As we move on to the next hole, our leader is Hideki Matsuyama. Teeing off here on the third.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
And that's just sneaked into the second cut of rough.
Good distance remains on this long putt. Oh, I thought that was going down.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
We've got a major champion atop the leaderboard. It's Hideki Matsuyama. This hole is a par 4.
Difficult tee shot right here. You've got water way left, but you got a bunker that runs all the way down the left-hand side of this hole. Small little bunker there in the middle of the fairway, but not really reachable. From the second shot, it's a pretty flat, generous, open area that you can run your golf ball up and onto, but anything out to the right-hand side will run off into a low area.
I like the looks of this. I've got about 160 yards to the hole here. 5 strokes off the lead. Really well done.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
As we move on to the next hole, a quick look at the leaderboard, and the lead is 3 for Hideki Matsuyama.
Going with the 7. That's a tad wayward. Not quite finding the surface.
Not too sure what happened there. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake.
Big par saver coming up for this fella. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
This one just outside 7 feet to the hole. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The 6th hole, a par 5, but is it gettable in 2?
Not really. This is a long par 5 here. Best played, I think, as a 3-shotter. Anything out to the right-hand side off the tee is just fine. But this is where it gets a little interesting. Do you lay it up short of this bunker here, or do you try and fit it in between those two right there? A decision must be made, and from there, that'll determine whether or not you can be aggressive for your 3rd shot, or you have to be a little on the conservative side.
He's standing over his 3rd shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. And this putt to move into a tie for 5th in the standings. As we check the standings, our leader has a 2-stroke advantage.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
Most demanding tee shot on the golf course by a wide margin. You've got to lay it up down the left-hand side as close to the water as you can to avoid being blocked out by those trees on the right. Second shot is downhill to a green that is deep in length, not particularly wide, so you find the surface. Better make sure you hit it the right distance.
This is big trouble. You really got to hit the green there.
Blame the caddy.
Here's a par putt. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 5th. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
And again, you've got another raised green that's surrounded by a large bunker out to the right and a small pot bunker on the left-hand side. Green runs pretty strong from back to front, making that front pin oh so much more difficult.
And a tap in left for par. As we head to the next hole, our leader has a 2-shot advantage. We've hit the 9th. It's a par 5. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. Let's go down to Henny.
Yeah, this one, it's long range, 235 yards to go. He is taking this on.
Setting up in the greenside rough. Man, that was a good shot. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. That was close. This putt from 3 feet away.
These par putts, they keep a round going.
He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole.
Premium on accuracy here as bunkers are down the right-hand side and just a little small one down the left to get your attention. From there, for the first time, we don't have any hazards around this green, but don't let that fool you. It drops off on all sides.
This one is right at it. That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
That's how you get out of trouble. How about it, Rich?
After driving it in the bunker off the tee, that's a formidable score right there.
And he improves his score to 2 under par for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 11th, a par 3, Rich.
Yeah, challenging one at that, Luke. Really no room for error if you're trying to find the surface. A lot of players actually be trying to come up a little bit short and certainly left of this green, leaving the easy chip or an easy chip as possible on this very difficult par 3.
This must be frustrating. Time to get back on that green. Wants to use that slope from the right to his advantage. A bogey putt awaits. And after that, he'll drop to 1 under par.
And moving down the leaderboard as well.
Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it. But the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
That was a good strike. That was pretty well played out of the fairway bunker. Not bad. He's got this to move into the top 5 here. A chance to make a birdie just slides by. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. And Rich, now that we're at the 13th, it's finally dawned on me that this is a golf course where you don't want to spray it.
Look, this is a drivable par 4 here, but if you're going to find the surface with your driver, you're a better man than I am. Just lay it up out to the right-hand side and take a wedge. Find the surface here in 2. Runoffs everywhere on this short but challenging hole.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. And he needs this to save par. Currently 1 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The 14th at Emery Beach is a par 4 that looks like there's some width there, but you still need to put the ball in the right positions.
It's got a little width to it. You want to favor the right-hand side, but avoiding that bunker, obviously. From there, your second shot, a forced carry over another large bunker, but this time into a green that's slightly user-friendly with golf balls feeding in from the right-hand side.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This putt just 5 feet away from the hole. Now 5 strokes behind.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4. Oh, flex on that drive. Let's see what the featured player can do from about 160 out. 5 shots off the lead. That's a good one to build momentum on. A birdie would look really nice on the scorecard.
If this goes in, it's going to be so satisfying.
This putt from 4 feet. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. Currently in first place on the leaderboard is Hideki Matsuyama. This is pitching wedge on the way. Not super tight, but a makeable putt. John, give us a read on this putt.
Pretty sure this is breaking pretty hard to the right.
That's a good looking stroke right there. Getting better. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a 1-shot lead. Now to 17, a par 4.
Oh, I love this hole. Drivable par 4 if you need to, or if you want to. If not, just bail out to the right-hand side with just some sort of long iron. Next shot, just with a short wedge, but watch out for long and left as that water comes into play in a hurry.
A par 4 eagle putt after driving the green. That is special.
That a way to stay aggressive. Great play.
Way too much on that one. Okay, Henny, what can you tell us about this putt?
Setting up this putt 9 feet from the cup.
Oh, this putt for par. That's a rough one, a 3-putt par on this hole. As we move on to the next hole, our leader is Hideki Matsuyama. The 18th and final hole is a par 5.
If you are going to go for this green in 2, you better be sure about what you are doing. A long par 5, most of the players just a 3-shotter. You want to lay up into a very narrow area right there, but the third shot, though, to a pretty inviting green, it must be said, but accuracy, as always, distance control, as always, imperative.
On the green, but a long way away. That looked good for a while. 14 feet to the cup.
Looks good.
Oh, that's the way you finish. A birdie on the closing hole. Okay, Rich, first round is in the books, and our featured player looks pretty good out there.
Great golf being played already. Can't wait to see the next round.
We had so much fun out there today. Thank you for joining us. For all of us at 2K Sports, we'll see you soon. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The grand finale of the Norwood Invitational starts right now. Andrew Catalan back with you. Thanks for joining us today. We've got our leader sitting at 6 under as we get things going here on 2K Sports. The club choice is a 6-iron. That's a missed green.
Not easy to find the green coming out of the rough.
That's really a beautiful chip shot. A 3-footer coming up.
Try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
Let's update you on what's been going on. He is currently in a tie for 7th place. Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Nothing like getting punched right in the jaw early in your round. Big bunker fronting this green. You got a little pot bunker there on the right hand side. The green sits up above the tee just a little bit. Lots of elevation, lots of fall offs. And whatever you do, please don't be long. Don't go swimming.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard, and he is currently in a tie for 8th. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole. This one is headed toward the sand. You think about the confidence this player has after winning in their last event.
Winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? It wouldn't surprise me to see them make another strong one at the title again this week.
All right, going to need this one to save par. Well, that one was a bit firm. This putt from 5 feet. After that hole, our featured player is sliding down the leaderboard. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 4th.
Difficult tee shot right here. You've got water way left, but you got a bunker that runs all the way down the left-hand side of this hole. Small little bunker there in the middle of the fairway, but not really reachable. From the second shot, it's a pretty flat, generous, open area that you can run your golf ball up and onto, but anything out to the right-hand side will run off into a low area.
Let's see if the player can make this putt for par. Come on. 5 feet to the cup. That putt goes in. It's now back-to-back bogeys.
2 bogeys in a row. Never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
Here we are in front of a par 3. As soon as that left the club, you knew it was going left. He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
How close was that to going down? Putting now for a bogey. Well, this is the game of golf for you. Some days you're the windscreen, other days you're the bug. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Long par 5, only the biggest hitters in the game have any hope of reaching it. Most players electing to play it as a 3-shotter. The layup area does get a little interesting. Either you lay it up well back, or you challenge the layup into a narrow little area bisected by 2 bunkers. If you do that, it definitely then becomes a birdie opportunity.
Yeah, this is the stuff we love. Getting after this par 5 in 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and getting rewarded for it.
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
Yeah, you've got to hug it down the left-hand side as best you can to avoid being blocked out by some large trees down the right. From there, slightly downhill for your second shot to a green that's protected by water and bunkers everywhere.
This one is way too long. Oh, anywhere but there, not in the water. All right, bogey putt.